let us go ahead and get started. All right, so a lot of time has passed since you guys have defeated Kosui. You guys kind of separated and have done your own things. A lot of time again has passed. You guys decided to congregate and meet up at the Friendly Tavern in Chacon. I imagine it's since it's been some time since most of your characters have met. Being out in the field and such, having camaraderie, defeating a great foe. There's a lot of rejoicing to be had. The sounds of patrons slamming back drinks is all around you as you guys enter in one by one. The players have the floor.
Would I be able to say that I'm already there just playing music?
Yeah, we can say that.
Okay, perfect. So, one by one as you enter, you would see Richado playing a shamisen by the bar. Oh my god.
And it sounds lovely tonight.
Well.
Here again.
You guys kind of stare at each other. So much time has passed. It's almost maybe a little awkward seeing each other's faces again. And unfortunately, your companion Ryuki is nowhere to be found.
Neither is Lubu.
As well as Lubu.
I mean, you say unfortunately.
Hey, I liked having him around.
I missed the bag. The bag was much needed comic relief.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna miss that fucking bag, though.
You guys prefer the bag over
No.
Blue? Really?
No, I like Lubu fine, but, I also miss the bag.
I prefer the bag.
You're not here.
And the silence again breaks, and you guys laugh about past adventures, making jokes at other party members' expenses.
So, Zuka, how are things with what happened coming along?
Who the fuck brought a chicken in here?
Well, I haven't blown up anything recently, so I think that's a plus.
Oh shit, what'd you blow up?
Let's just say I'm not allowed to practice anywhere near the rice paddies.
Yeah, there was a bounty on Shizuka for a few days. I managed to talk down most of the
I apologized! Besides,
I
was only...
talk down most of the bounty issuers, but that was actually quite amusing.
It was quite fun when I saw that bounty. I chuckled.
Hell, I
almost took it too.
I did take it.
I was only trying to practice magic missile. It's not my fault spiders came out of nowhere.
Spider? Damn!
Yeah, they were about as big as Richado, and I think they were poisonous.
Wait, so you were trying to not blow something up by casting magic missile, and then blew something up with spiders?
Yes, the spiders blew up too.
Okay.
That sounds like the kind of prank Master would pull from time to time.
All right.
Shizuka's just looks down.
Several hours are going to pass as you guys are pounding down the drinks, having a good time. When someone, cloaked figure, enters into the bar and kind of looks around, sees your party, heads over. Appears to be half-elven, wearing dark robes. Probably someone from the Spire of Endless Thought. He comes over, wait for somewhat of a pause in the conversation, and he will introduce himself. Hello. My name is Riku. Are you the adventurers who... He kind of looks around to see if anybody's watching. That took up the bounty?
You're gonna have to be more specific.
Indeed.
Yes. Forgive me. Did I say my name was Riku? Anyways.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kosui.
Oh, that bounty. Yeah, that was us.
Yeah, that guy.
The masters of the tower sent me with a request and promise of additional payment. If you're not too busy, could you follow me?
What, for money?
I mean, stuff for money? Sure.
Yeah.
I'll do stuff for money.
Money sounds nice.
Oh, they'll be much overjoyed. Please, don't worry about your drinks. We'll take care of it.
Okay.
And fucking fantastic. Hal knocks back his last drink that he just
Yeah,
had.
Makoto's just the same. Fuck yeah.
Waves and asks for one more for the road.
Very good. All right. So the party follows this half-elven magician, wizard. Hard to say, but he's definitely nervous. He leads you through the busy streets of Chacon into the Spire of Endless Thought. Now, again, the spire is built out of a great elden tree. Think of like the redwoods, where it's almost an entire structure unto itself. As you enter in, you can see the different rooms and stairways leading up. Please follow me as he walks up the steps. As you climb several hundred feet upward, you guys will be presented with a door. He will open it, and inside, you will see several patrons about, mostly in robes. Some are looking at books, others are milling about. Some are working with some sort of potion, perhaps. You will also see someone who's very well dressed, in full plate armor, tabard, adorning the crest of Dynast. Also, in the corner, you will see, is that a gnome? He seems to be tinkering away at some device.
I'm pretty sure it's a bomb. We should stop him. You know all gnomes. They just make...
Shizuka
Well,
will
that's a
speak
little
up.
racist.
Excuse me.
I turn around and kind of stare at you wild-eyed for a second and go right back to tinkering.
And also, it's really impolite to talk in other languages among us. So,
we were called for a job?
At the sound of that and the party entering, the well-dressed, armored fellow will look over to you. He is Dragonborn, and he will gallantly step over towards you. Yes. Is this the party?
Yes.
This ragtag?
Yeah, this ragtag group, granted, we're down to 2 members because they decide to go their separate ways, but this is the majority.
The gnome kind of peeks up as you say that and go, "Wait, are you them?"
Yes.
Yeah.
maybe if you didn't have your nose buried in your bomb.
People do keep asking us that, and the answer has consistently been yes, assuming we are referring to the same them as the last 3 people.
Kind of saunter over to the group and kind of like get really close and like sniff each one and like try to stare them down and
whoa.
Hal farts when you sniff him.
What?
I look at Hal and go, "You got a rich inner life."
Well, personal space.
The Dragonborn will regain order. Enough of this. I have a writ and payment from Dynast. You have our thanks.
Oh.
He pulls out from his pocket, seems to bounce a few bags, and he counts amongst you. And he seems to be having trouble with the arithmetic. There are only 5.
Carry the one.
Don't you have something else to do, Master Gnome?
I kind of give him just the biggest shit-eating grin possible.
As you're kind of focused around Hal,
Mm-hmm.
The direction where the gnome was tinkering, you see a small, almost flash and spark.
Your thing is on fire.
It's supposed to do that.
No.
I don't think it is. Perhaps you should tend to it.
I wander back over to my tinker thing.
I see. Anyways, now that this hullabaloo is over, here, and he hands each of the 5 party members a small sack of coin.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, nice.
Hal gives it a couple tosses, kind of like weighing it.
Richardo
It's pretty
does
heavy.
the same.
Pockets it.
Shizuka just puts it in her bag. Oh, she's like trying to mentally guess how much is in there.
Okay, you can make an insight check.
Okay. I just got this. Other. Here.
Fuck ton.
It's maybe a couple hundred.
Whoa.
Sweet beer money.
Shizuka will just frown at Makoto. Is that all you think of?
In terms of stuff to spend money on, yeah.
Did you just call us here to pay us, or
You're speaking
is
to
there
the
another
Dragonborn?
reason? Yes.
I wish it were that simple. Unfortunately, something else seems to be going on in the kingdom of Dynast. We need heroes such as you. I need the party to make me a perception check.
Perception.
I'll use my bonus action to prepare my nomadic thing that allows me to change skills and shit.
Fuck did perception go? Perception.
Quick question. Is this... Never mind, I'll ask you in a sec.
Okay.
I was just wondering if this is a sound-based thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Advantage.
Both visual and auditory.
Okay, rolling advantage.
Oh, right. I get advantage on that, too.
You rolled an 18. It's okay.
All right. So, pretty much in unison, the party, while trying to listen to the Dragonborn, really cannot look away from what is happening over by the gnome. It is sparking. It is making god-awful noises.
Oh God, it is a bomb.
Does it look like it's about to blow up?
You don't know. He seems to be working on some sort of magical apparatus that's affixed to the wall. It's rather expansive, maybe 3-person abreast.
Excuse me, your device is getting a bit dangerous looking.
Machado's just gonna take a few steps back.
I wave what you think might be a hand at you. It's fine. Keep working, kind of frantically.
And she'll look at the Dragonborn. Sir, that doesn't look safe.
No, it does not. He'll look over at some of the milling wizards and acolytes about the room. I suggest maybe we vacate the premises.
Yeah, don't need to tell me twice. Let's get out of here.
All
Okay,
right.
going.
But before you can go, you can hear the swirling of winds outside. They start to pick up. The apparatus turns on. It starts to swirl and turn with magical energy as it starts to pull the characters closer and closer.
It's apparently out of character. It's apparently powered by Atherin's connection.
I'm
Oh,
pretty
my
sure you
connection bad?
modulator. Your voice is going like.
Yeah,
let's see,
you're roboting a bit.
Oh, that must be my connection. I do not have the modulator on. Anyways, it
Oh.
starts to churn as it pulls the characters closer, closer, until it envelops you.
Guys?
You spend
How was
several
I expecting
moments
to be falling through space?
appearing to be falling, tumbling through darkness and space. When you arrive, you're not quite sure to make out your surroundings.
Hello?
Map.
Yeah, it's loading.
That's a map then, yeah. See a wall.
The picture is loaded.
You can't see any icons.
I
I
No,
can
wait,
see
you can see player
icons.
icons,
Okay,
like
good.
character icons.
Player tokens and a bunch of like tokens, dude in a red jacket, etc.
Great. All right. As you guys tumble and spill forth onto the hard, stony floor, you seem to be in a large room. Large idols stretching out, pillars, surrounded by people, voices, who were once talking, now all eyes.
Hello. Sorry for interrupting.
What is the meaning of this?
I'm as confused as you are.
Would you believe me if I told you a magical apparatus mishap?
Woman's voice. No, I don't believe I shall.
Well,
that's
Have you
unfortunate.
any idea where you are, vermin?
I was.
Hey, that's not very nice. Those are fox ears, not.
What?
Anyway,
Wow.
Another voice.
Wow.
We shall have the macabre deal with them.
The what?
They seem to be speaking in strange accents.
anybody else feeling?
Could you tell us where we are? Because we don't actually know.
All right. Before anyone else can answer, many armed guards storm in. They're brandishing shields, swords, pikes. They're moving toward you.
Hal's going to stamp his foot down and say, let's talk about this like reasonable people, and cast, or not cast, use, looking through my things, because I forget what it's called.
A key point?
His fear thing.
Hour of reaping?
Yeah,
Okay.
hour of reaping. It's everybody within 60 feet. I don't have it set up as a macro yet. I can drop the thing into...
Is there a DC?
Yes. Let me look at what it is. That's not what I wanted to do. That just put the name.
I think that's what Atherin was asking for.
All right.
There's a clickable thing.
Unable
Oh,
to
it is.
create window with data source.
Oh, I think only Atherin can actually look at that.
Oh, okay.
All right. So it says 30-foot wisdom saving throw. What is the DC?
Looking what my DC is now. I do
It
not
sh-
know where it is.
I'm gonna guess 8 plus proficiency plus wisdom.
That's almost definitely what it is. I'm just trying to figure out where that.
I'm double checking.
All right. So just
It is wisdom.
describe what you're doing while trying to terrify these foes. What do you do?
Hal just like basically like a visage of just like a dark hooded figure that's just like looming over him appears, just like trying to hold them at bay, and just like, let's be reasonable.
All right. So the soldiers unsheathe their swords, pull out their shields, move forward, step by step towards the party. Does not.
I don't think it worked.
It does not appear that your terrifying ways are having any effect on these guards.
Worth a shot.
As they move in close to kind of surround you so you cannot escape, another person enters the room. What is all this commotion? She says. And the people seated around this large conference-like table. Zendra, are these your companions? No, my lord. I do not know who they are. What do you decree? The woman. I say we kill them. The tiefling. Let's not be too hasty here. Let's no, we should kill them, yes. The woman, knight, says, no, let me toss them into the shadows. The female seated at the counter, at the council chamber, says, Zendra, you forget your place here. But, perhaps we could make an agreement. We still have not decided what to do with House of Stool. You can take your companions. Perhaps they can be of assistance to you. You could obtain the possible writs and permits and have them as your slave. Perhaps they can help you move out of your mansion. Yes, my lord. She moves closer, and in a low, hushed voice, I suggest you cooperate and follow.
Don't need to tell me twice.
Shizuka's brow actually starts twitching rather violently at the mention of the word slaves.
As she gathers the party and leads them out, the tiefling says, but a moment here. You. And he points over to Isao. He kind of sniffs the air. You. Come closer.
No.
Such fighting spirit in this one. Back to the shadows you belong. Away with them. And she leads you out. All right.
Isao is mumbling to himself. He thought he covered it.
All right. As you guys exit this chamber, here is where I'm going to describe kind of the sights that you see in the city. As you walk out, you are very, very high in elevation. You can see the sloping mountain running down, but you're on a sort of shelf. You can see very rich and decorated homes, mansions, estates, all around you. Down below, several thousand feet, you can see what looks like the city proper below you. You can also see the ocean side. You can see many ships that are in the harbor. Coming from one side of the peninsula, there's almost like a belching smoke that is always erupting out, almost coming out from the mountainside itself.
I did not mean to do that. Apparently, if you hit something with the middle mouse button, that counts as moving it.
That is a 50 DKP minus.
What does DKP mean?
Dragon kill point.
Long story. Long story.
Okay.
I'll explain it later.
Yeah.
And
Good old.
Shizuka's looking around and just like goes, where the hell are we?
Not near Shikon, that's for sure.
All right. So the female lead will stop dead in her tracks, turn towards you. She is dressed in very elegant, almost ceremonial plate with adornments of crimson, which should be pretty apparent seeing the other personages about. What do you mean? Where are you from? Your accents.
We're from Shikon. And I wasn't lying when I said a magical device went haywire.
So, if you would be so kind, where the hell are we now?
You're in the grand city-state of Tantibus.
What?
My knowledge of geography is a little off. Where is that from Shikon?
Oh, let's see. Bardic knowledge. Let's see what we can do here.
Ooh.
Did I get transported with all the rest?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll just look at what it says.
Everyone but sorry, I'm gonna say Ryuki, but everyone's but Self's character has been introduced.
Sorry, you said you looked at me and what?
Hal just says, "You're a gnome, right?"
I am a gnome.
He doesn't say that. Hal just says, "Gnome, explain."
I look at him and go, you see, so what had happened was, the thingamajig with the what's it hoozle, it did a thing. And I look around everybody like I just gave a perfectly legitimate explanation, like checking for understanding.
As the party is looking around trying to get a bearing on where they're at, they're gonna notice two things. The first being the moons in the sky. They are both new moons. The second thing the party is going to notice is there is a large ring-like object that stretches from one side of the city to the other. It makes, again, like a half ring shape. And it seems to be pointed directly at the two moons. You can see arcane energy almost flowing down through runes, moving down to the base of it.
Oh, so it's like a curve up over the city?
I'm sorry?
It's a curve up over the city?
That is correct. I have a very crude drawing, which I will share in the other chat. I apparently forgot to upload it into the game. It is a very crude drawing. It is a hand-drawn drawing, obviously.
Done by Atherin's child.
Right.
Yeah, his right hand.
My right hand, right? Okay, so Zendra looks at the party. Enough of this. The rain is coming down hard. I suggest we move faster. As she storms off, several of these armed guards seem to follow you. She walks over to the side of the kind of the city proper top echelon and is standing next to, it almost looks like a large box. She seems to press a button, pull a lever, and the doors swing open. Inside.
Why?
Isn't this the mansion you're getting kicked out of?
It's not a
says as he
mansion.
walks in. Oh. Machado then.
Do you know nothing?
Literally correct. Yes.
Then I suggest you shut up and follow orders.
Why from you?
Get in.
All right.
Hal will go in first.
Okay. Does anyone not?
I'll walk in with a super happy look on my face, like this is the coolest thing ever.
All right. Once inside, several of the other soldiers will accompany you. She, again, pushes some buttons, pulls a lever, and this apparatus, it starts off with a shake, and then it starts to move slowly down the mountainside. Zendra kind of is looking around between you and the guards, just to see, almost like she's sizing up the situation. The ride is going to take about 5 minutes or so in real time. Does anybody say anything? Anybody do anything in this time frame?
Yeah. 1 second. I have a bunch of skills I get double proficiency that I did not set up.
Just click the star until you see 2 stars on those skills.
That gives you double proficiency?
Yeah.
What?
All right, you're talking about the skills, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the star where it says proficient on the left side of the skill.
Oh.
Click that until you see 2 stars.
That's kind of neat.
Yep. Easy peasy.
Well, in that case, why is this not working? Why can't... So... What? Only records which I own can be shared. What? I'm trying...
What?
There.
All right.
God damn.
Shit's
I'm trying to
always
figure
backfiring on gnomes.
Yeah, exactly, and that's how it should be. So a 26 history using Artificer's lore to figure out what kind of machine are we riding on, because it looks really cool.
All right. The closest thing that you can come up with is a combination of clockwork and steam. It is truly a marvel to behold.
I am stunned and like completely absorbed in it. Wait, why did that not roll? I'm getting really upset.
Click and drag.
Especially because that rolled a 20.
Click and drag the dice over to the chat box.
I did.
Roll there.
Oh. I hate the system so much right now.
Just double click your skill. Like the plus modifier.
What plus modifier? Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Under the total.
There. I'm looking around for anything that is sticking out that I can go inspect or prod or mess around with, potentially break.
Nothing nothing super sticks out, although that ring that encompasses the pretty much the entire skyline is probably the most interesting thing. There might be other things when you get closer.
Okay.
Anyway,
I unsheath my very large gun and look through the scope on the top and start just scanning the skyline with it.
At that, the armed guards pull out their swords. Zendra looks over at you. What are you doing?
I look at her like I'm doing nothing wrong. I'm like, I'm looking at the city.
She's got her sword out too. I suggest you drop it or put it away.
I shrug. If you're gonna be picky about it, put it back on my back.
You hear from one of the soldiers, first time that they've spoken out of rank. Fucking no. All right.
So I kind of shrug and turn the party. So I was like, oh, right. So you're them. And I look at them like they know exactly what I'm talking about.
She shakes her head.
Sure.
Yes.
So
This is
yeah.
punished.
I got sent to find you.
By who?
Tall guy, angry, likes to hit things a lot. You had a weird bag. That was really cool.
Oh no, Lubu. Yeah.
wait, Boo sent you? Really?
I kind of look slightly ashamed. I lost a bet. I bet he couldn't hit a target with 15 feet away with my gun, and I point to my back, and then he threw the gun and hit the target.
That sounds
It
like
still
Boo.
works.
Awesome.
That sounds like Boo, all right.
Yeah.
So he made me go in his place so he could keep drinking.
That definitely sounds like Boo.
Yeah, that's Boo.
Anyway, since we apparently know nothing, what's the problem with the raid?
Problem.
With the raid?
She kind of looks at you questioningly. What do you mean problem?
Well, you said get inside really quickly because the rain's about to start.
Yes, most Most people do not like standing in rain.
Why not? It's fun.
I believe you, little gnome.
Ah, as you should. I'm very smart. Taps, and I tap my head quickly.
I suggest a new exercise. How about shut up?
Ah, not very good at that. Always fail.
It works if you have a blunt object and apply it directly to your
And
skull.
with a small jolt, the cage will reach the bottom. She'll shake her head, reach over, hit a few of the apparatus, and the door will open. She will turn to the soldiers. I think I can handle it from here. They stay aboard and ride back up. Stay close to me. The city is not always safe at night. One thing the party will notice as you guys are navigating these pretty narrow streets, it looks like maybe at some point as they were building the city, space became a concern, so the buildings are rather close together. But the thing that catches your eye is instead of torchlight or anything like that, most houses have a small little globe that is irradiating almost soft red light.
Huh. Man, I'd hate to be a druid right about now.
Stay up. This is not sightseeing tour.
Running an Arcana check to see if I can figure out what the red light is.
Okay. Now, you can't get really close to examine it, but from a cursory glance...
How far away is it?
It's on almost every house has one of these.
Is it within 30 feet of me?
Definitely.
Is any of them?
Definitely.
I start sniffing really, really hard.
What's it with you and sniffing things?
Yeah,
Huh?
seriously.
Ah, your nose just isn't good enough, and I tap the metal thing in the center of my face. You should get an upgrade.
Keep
And I go back
tapping
to-
and I'll cut it off.
Please do.
All right.
You have my permission.
I go, already did it, didn't take. And I go back to sniffing. Out of character, so one of my modifications actually smell magic and know the school, so do I know... is it magic first, and
It is
there
magic.
a school associated?
It is not illusionary. I have to think of the actual school. It would be,
God, you can
yeah, that's
you can literally smell the illusion that Shizuka and I have.
Yes, I can. That's why I walked up and smelled both of you.
oh my god, that's amazing.
For
That's
the
pretty
record,
good.
out of character, I built this character to be worthless in combat, but really fun outside of combat.
That sounds fantastic, actually.
Oh, cool, we have
That's
Quinton
a
in the party.
Really cool attention.
I was
to
about
detail.
to say.
That's a really cool what?
Attention
Attention to
Go ahead
detail.
and take inspiration for that. That's really awesome.
Oh, thank you.
If
right,
it's
so
light,
we're-
it's evocation.
I'm sorry.
It's probably evocation. Would be my
That's
guess.
what I'm leaning towards. I will give a final ruling on it later, but I need to look up some info. But it is some sort of magical light for sure. It is not illusionary for certain.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna kind of fast track as you guys move through the city. You annoy her with questions, and she gives
Of course.
very little information. She seems to be moving very, very quickly.
Palace
Hey,
keeping an
slow
eye
down!
out-
I got short legs.
What's that?
Palace keeping an eye out for. We were informed that it's dangerous at night, so Hal's just like
Yes.
on full alert.
Good eyes.
Good thing I have dark vision.
So, every once in a while, you'll see a couple pair of those soldiers dressed in that crimson red walking about. Sometimes they have pole arms. Sometimes they have firearms. Others, swords and shields. Mostly in pairs. Every once in a while, you'll see like a group of 4. As you
But
guys
never one by themselves.
never one by themselves. Again, you guys move through the city proper. She's like, follow me. And she basically shows you a large stairwell that goes down. We go to the shadows. She leads you down what seems to be a never-ending set of stairs. But you guys will realize life doesn't stop up there. You can see shanty homes. You do not see any of the magical lights down here. You'll see fires and smoke burning. She will guide you through the shadows. Down here, it's a different sort. Although it is nighttime, on the upper levels, you'll see some people milling about to and fro their homes, maybe last-minute things, oftentimes with cloaks and such. Down here, everything's dingy, dirty, smells like soot and refuse for the most part. She will guide you through the city into a small home. In here.
Hey, lady, you got a funny accent. Where are you from?
Hal will enter first.
Okay.
I think she's from. I'm gonna give it a wild hunch here. I'm gonna go with here.
Good guess. Hal, as you enter, the first thing that you're going to see is, well, it's a ramshackle home. It's rather small, especially for your guys' party. You will see an elderly gentleman speaking with well, Selef, describe your character.
Ooh. He is a rather tall fellow, very dark brown, almost black hair with a full beard. He looks rather serious. This dude doesn't look like he's cracked a smile in at least a month. And he's kind of wearing some very formal clothes. He looks almost like a soldier, like full parade dress type deal. Yeah, that's what he looks like basically.
Okay. As the party members file in one by one, this building gets a little bit smaller. When Zendra enters, what is your character's name? Petrovich. You see her. You lock eyes with her.
What is this? Did you pick up every beggar on the way here?
It would seem. What is Bogatyr doing in my home?
You know why I am here. The murders.
I will have you watch your tongue. He was my father.
Father or no, I have been asked to look into this matter.
Yes, yes. Well, it seems we have complication. She'll look around to the party. Make yourselves at home. I mean you no harm. We will figure this out.
So is this the mansion you were getting kicked out of?
Does this
We're in a
look
small
like a
home,
mansion?
aren't we?
I
don't know.
think they ever said the word mansion?
No.
Makoto just leans back, smirks, and says, "Hey, pretty good mansion compared to what we're used to being around."
Yeah, I guess that's...
I mean, all things considered.
So,
Are these folks simple?
look at them.
You will notice that
Bro.
Makoto's garb is very clean and he is visibly unarmed.
They smell.
They took funny
They
too.
smell like the woods.
Is that a bad smell compared to the refuse you two smell like?
They don't
Physical
smell
dis-
like refuse. They
Physical
smell.
Just stop talking, please. Bad enough we don't know where we are. Can we not insult the locals?
What is it? Petrovich will look at Ricardo and say in Infernal, "You will watch your tongue."
Now, Bogatyr. Let us figure this out. I suggest these folk. Tell us, why are you here? Why were you in the Council of Tenyo?
Once again, no idea. Magical device mishap. We just showed up.
I wasn't lying when I said magic device mishap made by this one.
She was
And she
not
points
there for
at-
that.
That was his device.
For the
As you
record,
guys
it was
turned
not
on-
his device, but you can totally think it's his. That's awesome.
Yeah. You guys turn to accuse the gnome. He's on the ground playing with a little mechanical lizard that's crawling around the ground, giggling in delight.
Well, you know, it may have something to do with this. And he pulls down his collar and points to a branded mark on his neck.
Zendra drops her jaw for a second.
What is that?
How are you still alive?
Resourceful.
I see that. Perhaps one step up from human garbage.
Welcome to my home, guys.
Wait, you're from here?
Of course.
We know literally nothing else about us now. So, like, that's not surprising. Literally nothing is surprising with you, so...
Nothing is surprising if everything is surprising.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes, I used to live here. But as you can see, I was expelled from the city.
Why?
Perhaps that's his business. But
I mean,
thank you.
As well.
But, like, that's his choice to tell me or not.
But anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yes, the device may have interacted with the mark. I've noticed some slight hints of magic from it, but nothing too strong when I'm not near.
Well, if it activated and pulled us in, that could have homed us here.
Why would it home us here when it's meant to keep me out?
Origin of the magic? I don't know.
It was, well, the device did look pretty broken.
Gnome, 1, what should we call you? And 2, any reason a slightly magic mark would interact with what I assume is a teleportation device?
Oh.
Cough. Cough,
He's
cough,
playing
cough.
with his lizard, only half paying attention.
Yeah, I suggest you nudge him or something.
Hal flicks the side of your head.
Go, ah! Huh?
1, what should we call you? 2, any reason slightly magical mark/brand would interact with what I assume is a somewhat teleportation device thing?
I kind of look like I start looking around like I'm thinking. I'm like, what to call? Oh, you can use Naz. You can call me Naz.
Good to meet you, Naz. Answer to second question?
Oh, What's that?
You can just say you don't.
I'm just gonna venture a guess and say it's the will of the kami.
And Shizuka's head will just like slump a bit at the mention of the.
The Zendra will look at you. I would not use that word when traveling around the city.
Oh, right. The clearists. I had forgotten. Even as I was pointing to my mark.
Petrovich looks at you guys like, kind of with disgust. They are heathens.
Perhaps.
Shizuka's
Really?
brow starts dangerously twitching.
They do not know our ways, Bogatir.
Great. They fall out of sky and you bring them into your home.
What other choice did I have? The Tenyo were going to kill them.
They are with an outcast. Perhaps that would have been for the best.
Perhaps.
I would like to clarify. I believe the key word missing there is try.
Yes, you're mighty. We get it. Anyways, I spared you because I think that maybe you could be useful. You don't know about what is going on, but she kind of gets a little solemn at this. Recently, mishaps are occurring. Something has befallen my father. But he is
Well-
not the only one.
Then I think it might be in order for us to all introduce ourselves. I'm Hal. I don't know. We're from Chacon.
I do not know this Chacon.
It's in the kingdom of Dynast.
Diana. She kind of strokes her chin a little bit. I've heard of this. I think perhaps we once, our great nations used to make trade.
Makoto just kind of turns to Asao. You would probably know where it is relative to here. You want to help us out?
It's quite further north. We're in the southern part of the continent now.
How descriptive.
Well, I'm not good with maps, okay?
Cannot expect one like him to be educated.
This is far beyond any of the maps I've studied or where I've wandered before. You've already been introduced to Naz. Who else?
I'm Naz. Naz Miggletwit.
And you?
Okay.
She points to another one.
Mercado Asatori. Board of
Strange.
Did you just imitate their accent?
It would be insulting if it were not amusing.
She chuckles. I think it's more amusing. He takes on the common name. Yes, my manners. You do not know the houses, but nice to meet you, Richado.
He offers a bow.
And you? She points to the next.
Tanaka Makoto, I would say what my occupation is, but you seem to have something against that. Something about heathens. Something about heathens.
You do not know the ways of the city. Just trying to keep you from getting killed on night one.
And that is appreciated.
These ones seem dead set on being dead.
It's what we do.
Anyways, I think we could be of assistance to one another. I will help you out. At least help you survive in the city. But, you will have to prove some capabilities to me. Again, I don't know what it is like in your city, but something has befallen my father. But not only House Astur, but House Ojdanik as well. But I'll put those in chat.
How are you going to assign them to my investigation now?
I think maybe you could help each other. Is Bogatir above babysitting?
Ah, what a headache. They are lucky it is not my job to hunt down heathens, only heretics.
Well, perhaps you could judge them. If they prove heretic, present them to the clerics. They will deal with them. If not, perhaps they could be of use on your quest.
What's her name again?
Zendra.
How do you spell that?
Zendra.
Okay.
She is of House Astur, which is in chat.
Yep. And the other house you wrote down, what? Sorry.
Also in chat.
Yeah, I got that, but what is it?
She is claiming. We'll step out of character here for a second. She is claiming that something mysterious deaths are happening, and it's occurred within 2 of the houses. She, of course, being of House of Stool, is befallen her father.
I suppose that outcome is acceptable. You lot may call me Dmitry Petrovich. Just Petrovich, if you please.
Dmitry?
You only use your patronymic?
I
It
mean,
is-
I do the same.
I guess.
I also just only go by Hal.
Mm,
It is how you say personal quirk.
how quirky indeed.
So it's settled, yes?
Very well. If nothing else, they can be used as fodder.
Yes, yes. I'm sure you have many questions. I will try to answer as many of them as I can.
Did you see
Nez,
anything?
Nez perks up. You'll answer questions now?
I suggest not interrupting Bogatir. But yes, I will answer your questions, little gnome.
He is in gnome. They are as they are.
That is true.
I suppose they probably have more pressing questions than me. Why not go first? He says with a slight bemusement.
Out of character, this is a good chance to ask in character any questions that you may want to know.
Room full of people who we got magicked into. Who?
I'm sorry, what?
Hal is asking.
Isao,
who the
that-
room of people we
That
got.
place. Yeah, where was that
teleported
place we
into.
arrived, Isao?
I don't think
You
I
prob-
know out of character.
You would know the term Tenyo, which I'll describe here.
Okay.
That was the Council of Tenyo. They are the great overseers of Tantibus. They
At this, good.
go ahead.
I was gonna say at this, Petrovich just starts laughing, cracking the first smile you've seen him give the entire time he's been here, and he says, "Ah, they interrupted the council. How are they not dead?"
It is by my interloping on their behalf.
You lot are very lucky, and she is far too soft.
I mean, we just sort of
Council?
appeared.
Sorry,
Sort
what
of just a.
If it
You
makes
first.
if it makes you feel better, it wasn't on purpose.
purposeful or no? You are lucky.
They called down half the guard. She kind of laughed. Even Gregor was there in his mighty, majestic suit.
Oh, I bet he was red in the face when he saw them.
They're Merkava. They're always red in the face.
I'm assuming.
Partially inside jokes, partially not. But she's making a play on words about their red uniforms. But yes, you interrupted the Council of Tenyo. They oversee and govern everyone in Tantibus.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
Yes, you have king in your country? No? What is his name? Drago Ironbite? Which would ring a chord with everybody. He's the leader of Dyna.
Yeah.
What a weird name.
Yes, it is.
I figured it was something other than king, like some other term.
Well, it is, but we're foreigners. We don't know how it works in Dynast.
Yeah.
Big
No, I
guy
mean
that's
like
often big
in
jump.
character, like that was an out of character question. Is it a king in Dynast?
There's no declared title for him. Everyone just accepts him as the leader.
Okay.
Dynast has a weird kind of dynamic. He's not far from the people most times. He's kind of rose to power. Think like in our political terms, like Eisenhower. He's a great like war general and that sort of thing. So people respect him, but he's also a humanitarian as well.
We have the great supreme leader.
Oh.
So it's not Japan, it's North Korea. Got it.
Lovely.
He cannot fart. Anyways, what other question?
How do the rings work?
You know I do not know answer.
Why not? I thought you had answers.
They harness the moon's power somehow. That is all that I know. But apparently that is not enough. As you can see, most of the shadow dwellers are slaves, dock workers, busy hands.
Any particular laws that you've heard are uncommon compared to other lands that we should be aware of?
I'm sure there are many, but if you mind your own business, for the most part, I think you will be safe. Do not ever go above she'll call it the city proper.
Yeah.
Wait.
As long as you are with me.
Above the city proper or into the city proper?
Above.
Oh.
As long as you are with me, I shall make sure you do nothing untoward.
You say that.
Good luck.
You can trust Bogatir.
No, it's not that we're doubting his opportunity to keep us safe. It's that trouble seems to find us no matter where we go.
I believe that, yes. Perhaps you were brought here for a reason.
You mentioned deaths. Care to share details, or would you rather wait until a later time?
Yes, please share details. This is why I am here.
Yes, we all know.
Joseph has taken an interest in your predicament.
I'm sure he has. Anyway, she tries to steal herself, but she doesn't do a very good job of it. For the most part, she's kind of got that rough exterior, but maybe that heart of gold somewhere deep inside. At least, it showed when she kind of interceded on your guys' behalf. But she breaks down just a little bit. I found my father in his study. I have never seen. It is unnatural what the body, it was almost drained of all of its liquids and withering, and I cannot.
Perhaps vampires. He'll say under his breath.
Can we see it?
What is the matter with you?
If I can secure the proper writs, then yes.
Look at him and go, well, if we're supposed to
assist me in the move.
I look at him and go, well, if we're supposed to assist, might help.
Speaking of which, your coin, show it to me.
Hal will pull out a gold dragon.
Kinda wish we still had the black dragons.
Wait.
It looks.
I don't know, do we?
It looks comparable enough.
Where's the party loot button?
At the very least, it's gold.
I don't know if you guys can see each other's gold. That's something that we'll have to work out. Can you?
Is there not a
Cannot.
party? Is there not a
I
party
see
loot thing?
6 on the party sheet.
Why don't
6
you just make a public note about how much is in the party fund?
I can do that, or
Wait, isn't there a thing for party fund?
I'd
Yeah,
say
it's the I and the people in the upper.
Gotcha.
I can always tell you a total. Right
just
now we got
use the party sheet.
1,030.
Gold.
Yes.
I can't edit it.
Is that after the payment we got from that dragon card?
That is pre. So with another 5 at 200, you guys are just over 2,000 gold. However,
So, I think you have to drop the gold into the party sheets. Well, actually, let me try this.
I can, but we won't worry about it right this second. I don't think you guys will be running out just purchasing things in the middle of the night.
Wahahaha.
I mean, I would.
Oh my God, it's Black Friday. Cannabis Black Friday. Oh my God. Anyways,
Yeah, I have no idea.
it looks comparable, but in the morning we shall go to the magistrate and exchange currency if that is okay with you. Less questioning eyes.
All right.
I'm sure the magistrates will like to see this.
Well, perhaps you could go for them and speak on their behalf.
No, no. You are the one who saved them. They are your responsibility.
Yes.
Yes.
Any other questions?
I can't think of anything.
Anywhere nice for a bard to play music in?
I suspect it is much the same here as in your country. Any inn or tavern, or heck, a street corner.
Yes, if you can find any room along the streets down here.
I'm sure you'll give the beggars quite the show.
Oh, I'm sure I'll find a place.
It is not much. She'll look over at the elder gentleman who's just been kind of keeping himself busy. My grandfather will help you. You're free to make a bed amongst the floor. Unfortunately, our home here is comfy.
Married?
I'm gonna take a look around, see if there's anything interesting inside the home.
Not really. Very low tech, very low income home.
Okay.
You'll find a few things about. You'll see some. It almost looks like smithing tools. Perhaps that was his trade at one day, but he's pretty venerable at this point. Probably not what he does on his day to day.
Gotcha.
Sorry, what was her name again?
Zendra.
Zendra.
A
Zendra.
stool.
Yeah, there we go. Make notes of this shit. There we go.
I would say we have, if you look in the notes section, we have a lot of this recorded. At least the houses and people who are belong to them so far.
I'm also writing a note. I have Roll20 up, and I'm copying over all of our like shared stuff.
Okay.
If this is all for the day, then I will return back to the city proper. I shall come down first thing in the morning.
Understood.
Petrovich is going to kind of give her a nod and make his way out.
Okay. So, a couple things are going to happen. As you open the door, you're going to hear a bit of a scuffle going on outside in the streets. You can hear some muffled, like, punching and muffled screams going on.
Petrovich is going to call out in the dark, "Hey, you beggars! Break it up!"
So, what we're going to... they are not. When they turn their heads towards you, make me... Let's see. Let's do a history check for you, Petrovich.
History. There we go. Sorry.
Is it, I'm assuming it's time to just kind of chill down the day, or are we still doing stuff?
There might be an initiative coming.
Hal would be correct. Okay, so I see your score here.
That would be what? Did I deafen myself?
No, I heard you. You
No,
said
I didn't hear you. Cut out there.
I heard you. All I heard, you said that you feel there's an initiative coming soon.
Yeah, but after you said how would be, and then it cut off.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hal would be correct.
Okie dokie.
All right. So Petrovich, as you open, damn it, accent. Petrovich, as you open the door, and you'll see a couple faces turn towards you. They almost look like they're wearing plague doctor masks as they stare back at you. They see who you are and kind of instantly forget what they're doing and kind of turn towards you. Now, at this point, we are going to roll initiatives, but let's take a quick like 5-minute break. I gotta take care of something here IRL real quick.
Good.
All right. Does Petrovich recognize these guys?
Okay, so the only thing that comes to your mind, you've heard a little bit through your investigations, kind of, or scuttlebutt talk around the city, is the Crows, some sort of low-level gang. That's about
Basically,
all
I know they're not friendly.
Yeah.
All right.
Pete break.
Yep, that's pretty much what I was thinking too. Be right back.
BRB, 5 minutes.
Also, Atherin,
Yes.
do you know how to make my teddy bear into a magical item to give me the +1?
Teddy.
What?
What?
You don't
Chicken
remember?
butt.
I will. I do not know how to do that, but I can learn, and I'll have it ready for you next week. Sound good?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, BRB.
You know, I forgot to figure out what magical items I have besides what my character comes with. I didn't actually think we'd be in combat this fast, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Oh yeah? Just a
Interesting.
weary sigh.
What?
Such a weary sigh.
Well, yeah, it was a long day.
I'm sorry. Good long day or bad long?
Irritating.
Oh. Well, then I'm sorry to hear that.
have beer for that.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. So, combat is about to happen.
Yep.
Oh,
And
my.
I'm ready. And I'm ready for all of my magic to go absolutely apeshit. I'm waiting for it to happen.
So, out of curiosity, does that include cantrips?
It's not supposed to, but
I was
Atherin made
gonna
the
say-
table, so...
I was going to say, for a normal wild magic table, no, cantrips do not count. It's only first level and higher. However, it's all Atherin's call.
Yep.
Also, Lux, good choice on Artificer.
I fucking love this
they're
class.
so much fun.
Oh my god.
He plays an artificer in the other campaign.
So I play a 3.5 Artificer, which is very different than 5th edition gun Artificer. But, like, you have some really cool abilities, though, especially as you go up, because you also get, I think at some point you can pick, I think your, what's it called, your construct can, like, rank up to be, like, a CR6 at some point.
So, okay. I'm playing a homebrew version of the UA 5th Ed Artificer. I can send you a link.
I would love to see a link.
But basically, what they did is they took the concept, realistically, if no one's played it, the 5th Ed version of Artificer is super underpowered. Like, hilariously underpowered.
Well, but it's a really good team player, because you can instill, to short version, you can instill spells into objects and pass them out.
Yeah.
And they last 8 hours. So, like, you can, let's say, like, you take, I don't know, a resurrection spell. You can give however many people you have spells of in the party, like a res item.
So, the way they did this one, you basically, every time you level, you get X amount of invention points. And you can spend the invention points into one of 3 different types of things. One is all alchemy based, so you can basically craft like alchemist fire flasks, where you basically just act like it's a cantrip spell. You can just chuck flasks all day long. You can create different kinds of constructs. A scout construct, a fighter construct, and a mount construct. And then you can upgrade each of those with additional invention points to have additional attacks, additional effects. The fighter construct, you can actually buy an upgrade that allows him to take his head, throw it at people, and then have his head explode for like 20d6 damage.
So your construct is Alyssa from Tekken.
Well, so to clarify, the original Artificer, you could, as far as Unearthed Arcana is concerned, you either have the flasks that get better like cantrips do as you level up, or basically like a magic gun that also does more damage as you level up like cantrips. But like,
so yeah, for this one they did something similar. It's just you have to expend a resource you only get when you level up to do it.
Which is
I kind of like this system. The third piece, which is really what fully sold me, is you get to go full Shadowrun. You get to cut off parts, or you get to cut off limbs and replace them with mechanical parts.
Oh, nice!
So
for every 3 pieces you do, you have to roll an int save against yourself. If you fail, you get a permanent madness, and if you fail 3 times, you become a construct and the DM takes over your character.
That's great.
Oh god. So how many parts have you actually replaced?
This timing on the dramatic lightning.
Right?
Yeah, good timing.
And dramatic.
Welcome back.
I've hacked off 2 parts. My nose, which you've already kind of seen me use, and another part I haven't used yet.
It's his dick.
That's right. I have a robot dick now.
Pneumatic.
This sounds... Hold on, this sounds...
Anybody see Futurama?
Yep.
Miles, this sounds worrying, Elliot.
What was I gonna say?
DM, do I have time to down a potion before we begin?
No.
Okay.
You would not. Oh, I see. I was thinking something else. No, but you could do it as a first action, if you would.
That's actually a really fucking cool class. Any madness points? I assume you have a 1.
No, I one more upgrade. So next level, I will be rolling to see if I get a permanent madness, and I'm really excited for it because I hope I fail.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
you're already kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I think this is the.
Oh,
I think this is the other upgrade he got.
What?
I linked it in Discord.
All right, we ready here?
Oh,
Hold
look
on, I
at
have
that
to
roll.
roll. I still have to roll.
Yeah, I have to roll initiative too.
No problem.
Oh.
Oh
I do-
baby.
Where is my initiative on the
Hey.
thing?
Wait, we don't have to select our tokens and that kind of bullshit anymore, right?
Nope.
We can just click it.
Nope. Just you can either double click it or just click and drag to the chat bar.
What page is my fucking initiative on?
It's the
Main.
first one,
Main page.
right next to AC.
Aha! Oh, did that actually roll?
What's the weather? It doesn't say on the weather chart. What's the weather?
Can you hear it?
Apparently, thunderstorm.
It's apparently just a
Smoggy.
thunderstorm, and the rain is like only hitting the interrupting thunder huddle.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. Petrovich, as you step out and see these bandits accosting, appears to be one of the underlings here. They turn and face towards you. Several other people look like they have come out of their homes to investigate what exactly is going on. However, it is the bandit's turn. Everybody can see the map and everything here?
Yep.
Yep.
Is there any way to see turn order?
Click the source in the top right corner.
Combat tracker.
Oh, I see ours, but not theirs.
That is correct.
That is intentional.
I could show you, but I'm a dick.
So if he chooses to show us, it also shows up. They'll show up at the bottom with like maybe injuries if they have any, but like not in the turn order because we don't know where they show up in the turn order.
All right. So, the first individual. I don't know if there's a way to ping in this.
I'm not sure there is.
I don't know if there is.
We're all still inside the house, right?
You guys, I moved you outside as you.
Okay.
So, effectively, you guys will be coming out.
Okay.
So the gentleman in the bar back kind of starts waving his hands and speaking in the spidery language of magic. Something happened. His spell goes off. Richado.
Oh dear. Oh, my turn, you mean.
But, but.
As the rain pouring down the street. Stop turning the...
Sorry, no, I was trying to zoom in, and it
I
apparently
got ya.
spins
Yeah.
them if you scroll.
I love the fact that our camera controls are the same thing as used to move our characters. This is really great.
So in
Oh
other
my
words, just
goddamn
don't have
ballerina!
your-
Look at me go!
Just don't have your cursor on your token when you're trying to zoom in.
On
out.
anything.
On
Yeah.
any token. It's not just my token.
Because you can spin the enemies.
There, that's how we
Spin
can
me right
ping.
around,
We're
baby.
just gonna be like, hey, yeah, this guy's moving.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing. This is the one that passed.
God damn it.
I am so sorry.
But Richado, it is your initiative as you come out of the house.
Just remember, this is your fault, Peter.
All I heard was that the spell had gone off. That's why I was wondering if you had done something on your end. Are any of them wearing metal?
Some of them, yeah.
Uh,
Particularly the ones in the dark.
all right. I'm gonna take aim at spinning one. You know, I'm gonna use that as. Here's the one I'm aiming at. Is the one that
Just control click them.
you can just control. Oh right, I forgot. Wait, what? Oh right, me. Oh fuck.
Oh my god.
Hang on. How do I? There. No. What? What the fuck am I controlling?
Click on your own character. Then
I
control
am. That's my own.
Don't control click your character, just click your character.
Click. Oh, okay. I see. I apologize. I've forgotten since last
fine.
week. Okay.
You currently do not have anything targeted.
Oh my god, is that a Khajiit?
I do not
Khajiit
have it.
has wares.
Let's kill it.
Is that movement or targeting?
That's targeting.
That is targeting?
That is targeting.
Okay.
I can't even see what you're doing. Oh, I have to go on the cursor.
And I am casting.
Still have nothing targeted.
Miles,
No,
are you
if
just...
you,
You
no,
targeted
it's,
yourself.
no. God, no. If you mouse over Richado's thing, you can see the target line on his target.
Yeah, but the combat tracker shows him as targeting him for some
That's because he's also targeting himself.
I don't know how to detarget myself, okay?
Control click yourself. There.
Yes?
Yes,
No?
you got it
okay.
right.
And apparently, because this doesn't actually have a... Fuck.
Oh really? It doesn't have a fuck.
It's not supposed to. Yeah, I know. It's not posting into channel chat. Even with dragging the little
Guys,
dragon icon. What?
You don't
you-
drag the
it's-
dragon icon.
you drag the die.
It's not a. It's heat metal, so it's not a.
Drag it
it's not an attack.
drag it onto the person.
It. You know how you make the spell? You toss out spell cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. Okay. That wasn't working 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, which is weird
Oh,
because
that's
the rest
weird.
of us can't open it.
So a Constitution
Yeah.
save.
Do we have all the...
There should be a button that just says cast.
There is.
Click the
Not-
magnifying glass next to it, next
Ow.
to the dragon icon.
Okay. That makes more sense.
I thought heat metal was not a save.
It's a save if they're carrying a weapon against dropping the weapon.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
if
so
target
I would-
armor, it's automatic
He
damage.
fails his check. What?
Jesus Christ.
I did not do that. I'm not even in the window.
Yeah, me neither. Some say How grew 3 times, that's it.
Anyway, just
Okay.
hit the damage. You can just
Yeah.
hit the damage button.
Yep. And then. Damage.
Nice. Oh, bye, Hal.
Hell's dead.
Oh no.
How.
All right.
There we go.
All right. So 10 points of damage. Anything else?
No, since I'm kind of buried behind everyone.
All right. He is going to hold on to that weapon. Oh no, he can't if he failed, did he?
Nope.
So he will drop it. Okay. And then you have to end turn if you're done.
Oh, right.
Bottom left button on the combat tracker.
Yep.
All right. So
It is not round 8.
hold on a second. There, I think that's why we had issues with the targeting.
Because they weren't on the tracker. 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh.
There, that should be fixed.
Okie dokie.
As they move up and start to pull out daggers, stop spinning. Naz.
It wasn't even on purpose.
Naz reaches back and presses something on his back, kind of detaches and picks him up and pulls him 50 feet into the air, directly above where he is.
Oh, wow.
Oh shit, he's got a jetpack.
Then pulls out his gun, takes aim at Finny dude.
Control click.
I think I did. No, I didn't.
That's too complicated.
Oh my. There we go.
Don't target it. But we'll keep going.
If you click
Naz
on
glitch.
Naz.
All right, so AC 15 will strike. Roll damage. What kind of weapon is this?
I think it counts as piercing damage.
Does it have a misfire?
Only if I roll a 1.
Okay.
Every time I roll a 1, it misfires.
Yep, I'm just for my knowledge. Okay.
Yep.
15 points of damage. Yep.
Be sure to fill in the damage type later.
We'll fix it going forward. Anything
Yeah.
else?
I'll say it's under the properties. I don't know where else to put it.
It type under the damage thing.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Good.
And then you'll have to remember to end turn.
Oh. That's a button. Forgot.
Yep. Makoto.
Makoto's just gonna take a few steps forward, cracking his knuckles as a spectral frost appears around him.
Nice. Hal.
Hal is Hal going to move here, which is 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, way less than his movement speed. And is going to make an attack against this dude once I find my attack things. But dupe. Did that? That did not. Okie doke. Then I will just go to here. It did not roll.
For some reason, the targeting is not working, and I'll have to figure it out later.
No, it's against the guy to the side, not below.
Okay. The one that's been waylaid on. AC 19 will strike.
And then where is my damage?
Click and drag the damage. It's right next to the attack roll button on
Yeah.
actions.
So I'm moving from hotbar right now.
Oh,
Another 9 points of damage.
Then same guy. This is also with quarterstaff.
AC 15 will strike.
Damage.
those are some good rolls.
Yeah, not bad. Another 9 points of damage.
And fuck it, unarmed strike. Same dude.
It finds purchase. Slam him. Twice with the staff. Once fist in the back. Another 5 points of damage.
Is he still up?
He is still up. He's not looking good though.
Fucker. I want my
If you look in the combat tracker,
no, I
under
see
health,
heavy.
yeah.
I saw it. Motherfucker.
Anything else?
That is all I have. Also, you said it's a new moon, right?
It is a double new
Okay.
moon.
Okay. How many days into?
Tonight was the maybe it was circumstance, but it is a fresh new moon.
Okay. I am just checking because I have reduced by 1 hit die for the next 6 days.
Yep.
I rolled that earlier. I just wasn't sure if it was plus or minus.
And when you're done, enter.
Oh yeah, that is my apology.
We have a
No
bus.
problem. It's something that everybody's just gonna have to get in the habit of.
Turn complete.
Shizuka.
Alright. So, seeing all this madness going about, Shizuka is actually going to step back. Right
Oh, I think I fucked up my damage. Real quick.
here. Oh, you need to continue, Peter?
Yeah, keep going.
No, keep going. I'm talking to myself.
And she's going to cast Eldritch Blast on this guy.
Okay.
And because she's at level 6, she gets another beam. She's going to direct it at this guy.
Okay.
So Eldritch Blast 1. On combat. Pass it, please.
On the actions thing, if you go to the bottom where it says display,
Yeah.
change that to actions.
Quick FYI, while she's doing that, I did 6 extra damage to that guy because I
Okay.
didn't have my dex modifier on my damage for some reason on my quarterstaff hits.
Oh.
So 15 will strike.
Alright. And damage.
6 extra damage will split him.
Yay! So he's dead.
Okay, cool. So I get 10 HP. Woo.
So that would adjust your target to that fresh one.
Yeah. Boy, so then both of my beams would be going towards him?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Basically,
So-
I killed the one guy because I.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so you hit AC 15, which is strike, 2 points of damage, and
I get a second shot.
a 13 will miss.
Damn it. Alright. And that's my turn.
Oh, for damage real quick. And then you'll have to hit enter. He's south.
Do I still have access to my 5-point abilities?
Yeah, you would have access to everything.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Because you gave me access for the boss fight, yeah. All right. Then I will use Faithful Archer, which gives me an extra attack per turn,
Okay.
and took my bonus action to do that. And then I will do a regular. Yeah.
Bitchin'.
That is definitely a strike on the guy in the back. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Let me bring up the modifier thing. 1 second. Where the hell is it?
That is a lot of damage. Okay. Dang. All right, recorded.
24. Holy shit.
That's bonus action, regular action, and
All right. So
How do I remove effects from myself?
Click the effects button. It's the head with all the things around it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can just delete them that way. Should be a button to delete them.
Okay.
All right, so this guy back here starts to chant, and it can be heard throughout the streets, emboldening his allies.
Wait. Oh, yeah, he goes before me.
End of turn. First one out, last one to go.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure something out. So I'm gonna DM this to you. I want to use this ability, but it's not telling me what saving throw that they have to roll on, and I can't find anything that says what.
Okay. Yeah, toss it out there. We'll take a look.
Like I've looked at a couple of different sources, and they all say the exact same thing. So it's not just the source I'm getting it from. I know the other saving throws are like DC equal to 8 plus proficiency bonus plus wisdom modifier.
That's what we use.
Yeah, because this is the only one I can find a specific numbers on. So I'll send that to you in just a sec here.
Okay.
That sounds good to hear then. Yeah, sounds good to me. Let's see here, how many, oh, how far is this guy? Alright, so it was the guy in the red outfit that was casting magic, right?
Yes, that is correct. He would not be in your line of sight.
Okay. Then I'm going to move over to this dude and hit him with my sword.
Hit away.
Ooh, that was awesome.
Unfortunately, you do not find purchase. Apparently, you blinded us out.
I'm blinded by science.
It wasn't me. I'm not even targeting himself.
Wait, I didn't blind you.
Do you have any other attack?
Oh yeah. Wait, do I get an extra attack? I don't think I do, actually.
Not sure if your class does.
Oh wait, yes I do. I get an extra attack. Awesome. It's under abilities.
Yep.
Let's do it. Hey, much better this time.
Oh,
looks,
yeah.
Looks like a standard extra attack.
You bring your long sword around, finding purchase as you slash across his body. You hear an audible.
Damn, X damage on it.
And as he attacks this dude, as he leaps down, he's going to yell at the citizens, "Citizens, back in your homes!"
All right.
Running like a bitch.
That wasn't an enemy.
They're all enemies.
This is why I told them to run inside.
So that I didn't start taking pop shots at them.
What's that? Free fire zone?
So
Ooh.
this figure kind of hobbles forward. Again, starts to incant and channel his magics, looking at Makoto. I need you to make me a save.
Could I take my reaction to that?
If it allows you to do so.
Yep. Since I can see that.
Makoto
Counterspell. Oh.
Okay, counterspell.
Um, there you go. Why isn't it? Go on the thing. There we go. Takes a while. Alright. So, if it's... So, I attempt to interrupt the creature in the process of casting a spell. If it's third or lower, it fails and has no effect.
Okay, awesome. Wow, reconnect. Oh, this is perfect. So, just describe your cast here.
So, I see what this guy just walking up and just like chanting, mumbling, and pointing at Makoto. In response, like I chant the incantation for the counterspell, and I just like point back, holding out the wand, the spell focus, which in this case is a wand.
Okay, perfect. So you pull out your wand, and nothing immediately happens, but as you kind of shake your wand to dispel that magic, you hear an audible
What? Did he turn into a sheep?
That's strange. Makoto, are you back?
I'm reconnect. I don't know why I disconnected. That was weird.
Yeah, it's weird. I saw you disconnect. But when you get back, I need you to make me a saving throw.
Oh no!
Ah, lovely. Baleful polymorph.
I mean, more likely just polymorph, because I think Baleful is 4th level. Possibly higher.
Possibly higher. But if the spell was a 4th level, I have to make a ability check using my spellcast ability, which is DC plus spell level.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, so it is 4th
DC
level. or higher.
What plus spell level?
10 plus spell level.
Okay, DC 14.
Alright. And I have to add my charisma to this, so... Would it be better if I just like made a charisma roll on that?
Just make a charisma roll.
Okay, you succeeded. Now what?
Yep. And then on success, the creature spell fails and has no effect.
Okay. As he kind of waves around, points his finger, you can audibly hear coming. That's not a mask. You can hear it go. And nothing happened. Richado.
Wait, so did I turn him into a sheep?
You said his spell failed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, he did not turn into a sheep.
Oh, someone else did. Okay.
So the sound emanated from your wand, and as he
Oh.
was trying to finish the spell, that character made pretty much an identical copy sound.
Oh. Alright then.
Richado,
So do I still have to make the
you
saving
do
throw?
not. It was successfully dispelled. Counterspell.
Cool.
You're 6 times muted. Okay.
No, I'm still here. I'm just about to ask quick refresh on how to request movement. Or can I
Move your character.
Yeah.
Okay. No more requesting.
I can toggle it on and off, but right now it's not needed.
Alright. I'm going to move up. Hal, I'm tossing you a Bardic Inspiration. And I'm gonna slash at Mr. Happy over here.
Mr. Happy.
But he makes such good videos. Totally.
And you find purchase.
Hey.
So is that a 1?
That is a one. Hang on. Oh, right. I forgot to add the rest of that. No, it's 1d8 slashing. Never mind. It's fun. Yeah.
You don't get any modifiers on it?
Oh, right. Base is not... My bad. Strength. There we go. What the fuck? Bolt times that.
What's your modifier?
It should be a strength buff. Wait, I might.
No,
have
you
it.
want it as Dex, don't you?
It's a Actually, yeah, I guess I would. Try it again. It's still not fucking rolling a goddamn.
What was the modifier? I'm sorry.
It would be Dex. So it should be a 1d8 plus 2, but it's not adding the plus 2, which is lovely.
No problem. I'll just manually do it.
Okay. Wait.
Anything else?
No.
Cool, my turn. Alright, so the first one is going to attack Petrovich.
Da.
Is that the one right next to me?
Yes.
Sentinel, I would like to attack him because he is attacking somebody else.
Okay.
You picked up the Sentinel feat? Nice.
Yup.
Nice.
High five, bringing Lubu back.
I doubt that hits.
It does not. So since you did not hit, he can continue on, correct?
Well, he attacks anyway. It's just if I hit him with a Sentinel attack of opportunity,
He
or
can't move.
I'm not clear if it's any attack of opportunity. He cannot move for the rest of the round.
Your attack of opportunity is only from like all opportunity attacks are treated as under the Sentinel feat now.
Okay, so now if I ever hit somebody with an AOO, they can't move.
Wow.
Yeah, their speed hits 0 for the rest of the turn.
Alright, so Petrovich, he lunges in at you once. You're definitely able to dodge, but he finds purchase on that second hit, I believe, with an AC 16.
Yes, my AC is 14.
Right. Roll damage here.
Six damage.
There you go. That's his turn. Ally moves up, trying to take advantage of this. However, he's going to attack the bard.
Oh, hello. Might interest you in a song.
First attack.
We play the song on his face.
I mean,
That's
I do
an
technically
amazing
have a
hit.
shamisen out.
Second
That's
attack.
amazing advantage.
I know, right? God, I'm rolling like garbage.
Damn.
Some might say you're rolling like garbage.
No, that joke is mom's only.
I mean, there's an entire YouTube channel of a guy who makes, and I quote, garbage reviews.
There we go. So the third assailant
Killian experience.
will find
Yeah.
purchase and follow it up
Hell
with the
yeah.
second attack. Alright, so Machado, you will take
Oh, a fellow Shadow Bard.
not a bard. He
Rogue.
finds the appropriate moment with
Oh.
his ally surrounding you, taking advantage of the snake attack. 18 points of damage as it slides his dagger in,
Ah, what a cunt.
ending his turn. Nas.
How tall are the roofs around here?
Average home. So you're looking at what, about 18 foot?
So I'm way over them right now.
Oh, yeah. You're
Okay,
probably as tall as the building to the north. You're northwest.
Okay. How am I gonna do this? I'm going to fly so that I'm over Richado,
Okay.
and we can still do a action with an item as free action, right?
Interacting with an item is free. You can interact with
Okay.
an item.
So I say catch and drop what looks like those little shitty collector's spoons you see in crappy gift shops. And then I take aim and I'm going to shoot this guy. I don't know how you want to rule him actually catching it or anything. I missed that, but
I mean, he can interact with it on his turn.
okay.
The magical spoons dropping healing.
Clank, clank, clank.
I'm just gonna look up and be like, fuck. After I've been smacked in the fucking face.
All right, and you took aim at.
This guy right here, but
Okay.
I missed.
Anything else?
Oh right, I have to end my turns.
Yeah.
God, that's annoying.
Makoto.
Makoto's going to definitely move behind this motherfucker. As a surprisingly large sword manifests in his hands, taking a swing at the dude's back.
Nice. Fortunately, a 12 will not find purchase.
Swing again!
That will. All right, so another 8 points of damage. All right. Ah! Brother Hal.
I just realized I was muted.
Oh, okay. I got
I was gonna say, like,
I'm trying to figure out which one Bandit 4 is.
It is the one between Richado and Makoto.
Oh,
I believe it's the one I just hit.
So, I'm going to, if he chooses to, take the attack of opportunity to move here.
Oh, he definitely is.
Okay.
Let's see, he doesn't get that, so... .14 AC,
Nope.
I don't think will hit you. Carry on.
It does not. And then I'm going to take just a fuck ton of attacks at this dude. I'm just going to do both of my quarterstaff attacks to hit. Do either of those hit?
Let's see. So you've got
14 and
14 strike.
22.
Yep, they will both.
So, cool. Why is it? It's not updated. Those should be +4.
All right, so we've
You
got
might have the damage set to strength.
I have it set to Dex.
10 and 7. 17.
And then my unarmed strike, which is that's my to hit. I don't think that hits.
It does not.
Okie doke.
Your fists clang against his magical armor.
Oh, magical.
Yeah. Mage armor.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
End of turn.
Oh yes.
Shizuka.
I'm torn what I want to do. Because I see a big group of enemies right in front of me, all so conveniently together.
Fireball.
I'm thinking about it,
Fireball.
but nah. If things start going south, then I'll throw a fireball. But at the moment, I will throw out a chaos bolt. Let me target. Control. What? Does it show who I'm
It's
targeting?
currently not working.
That's annoying. And I'm going to cast chaos bolt.
Which target?
This guy.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
It does not. It flies harmlessly to the side. The Cathar just kind of inches out of the way as it strikes into one of the crates there on the city street.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I'm going to use my ability, Tides of Chaos.
Okay.
Which lets me... Hang on. It says I gain advantage, but it's not showing me if I would have gotten that. Because Tides of Chaos, starting at first level, you can manipulate the force of chance and chaos to gain advantage on one ability check or saving throw. Actually, I should have announced that before.
Correct.
Okay. Oh well.
Learning.
Now I know for next time.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. End of turn.
Yep. Let me press that button.
Isao.
Isao is ready. All right.
Dustin's ready.
Isao's gonna move up and take aim at that masked fellow.
Which one? They all pretty much have masks.
The one hanging in the back with the doctor's mask.
Okay.
I get 2 attacks, and the first one.
Is a strike.
Holy shit.
Double strike.
You rolled so high on your damage that he thought it was an attack roll.
Oh god, that is an attack roll. Holy shit.
And now for my next attack. Hold on. That's the damage for it. Give me a second.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Ow.
Talk about homecoming.
Is that supposed
So-
to be -5?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay.
But it's still a crit.
Oh yeah. So let's double these dice.
So it's 2 plus 3 makes 8 total dice. I haven't rolled 5 of them, so I'll roll 5d10.
Holy shit.
It's always good when your DM says "holy shit" to a player's rolls.
Oh, there's the critical rolls, and then let me.
I'm gonna make you do the math though.
Yeah, I can do that.
17 plus 6 plus 9 plus 14.
I know I need to change my setup. The way I have the chat is way too far away. I gotta readjust for next session. I'm sure it results in bleh. I'm just curious how much damage that is because it's a ton.
You know bleh. You
46.
just
Sorry, I was muted when I said that.
I thought
you're
I
just
heard
curious
46.
how bleh. Yeah.
4-6, I think. Wait, unless I
62.
missed his earlier attack. So it's 46 from the second attack. Sorry.
Okay. So.
Damn, he'd be bringing me close to 0 even with...
The first shot kind of rocks him back. You line up that second shot as it streaks through, pierces him. He drops to his knees and collapses. Anything else?
No, that's my turn. as I reload, trying to intimidate the people in front of me to stay the fuck back.
Oh, there's a definite reaction. End of turn. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry.
This guy's dead, so he goes bleh. However, all of the others are kind of looking around, not sure what to do. They kind of hold their hands up like stop. They don't drop their daggers. Petrally.
Okay, so they look like they're trying to surrender.
That's what it looks like, but again, they did not drop their daggers.
If you wish for mercy, drop your weapons.
Do you wish to make an intimidate, persuasion, or just a like a quick phrase, free phrase?
Sure, I'll make intimidate. Why the fuck not? Oh right, my charisma shit. Let's do this.
Okay, so here's what happened. The three in front of you, they look at each other. If I can get the dice in the bucket. Fail. Fail.
I like how we see ghost face.
Right.
Yeah, I like that too.
It just adds to the mystery. They kind of look at each other and drop their daggers to the ground. About this time, you start to hear the faint whistling sounds. Not somebody whistling, an actual whistle. Seems to be coming up the street to the north. Those from Tantibus would know that is the whistle of the City Watch.
We gotta go.
Alright, so...
You may run if you wish, outcast.
How?
You want to wait for the City Watch.
So, how do we handle this? Like, is it illegal to jump in and protect people and fight? Or is it like... Hal is legitimately asking you.
Machado's gonna sheath his sword.
You are with me. I am Bogatir. They will listen.
Perhaps.
Makoto desummons his Daikatana. Fair enough.
Hal, you have a choice here. The Kenku that's standing next to you is turning about to flee. Do you take a
I would
reaction?
like to try to grapple. Can I use my reaction to try to grapple him?
Yes, but let's see, not your turn. Did you use your reaction already? With
No, not
Sentinel?
since my round.
Not this round.
Not this round. Okay, then I will allow
last
it.
round. Okie doke.
You have
yeah.
Bardic Inspiration. Way.
He does.
I do? Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Grapple is strength check?
That is correct.
Athletics check?
It's an athletics check against either athletics or acrobatic.
Okay.
Good thing you have proficiency in athletics.
Roll. And I'm going to use, it's a d6 or a d8?
His is a D8, I believe.
Okay, then I'm going to use that. That's not that bad. 12, 16.
Okay.
It is a D8.
Let's see what I got here.
And then as he rolls, oh, I don't even need to roll at this point.
All right. So as he turns to flee, you grab him in a quick arm lock as he's trying to scrape with his bird-like claws against the street to get away. Doesn't seem like he's able to.
Oh.
It is
Does it-
Rachado's turn now.
Oh, we're still in combat. Alright, I'm going to sheath up my sword back into the shamisen and pretend that I've been playing as I back away.
Okay. I don't know if you can access your... Okay, good.
Good. I'm guessing perform check would be useful.
All right, as you stroke the string of the shamisen, bringing a little bit of music here to the streets, just kind of cutting through the storm and maybe putting people at ease. It's hard to say. The first bandit will speak. This is murder. You won't get away with this. Second bandit. Right, but we're gonna tell the city guard.
Tell them what? That you were accosting citizens and we stopped you?
But we were doing nothing of the sort.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Again, they're trying to fast talk their way out of this. I pre-rolled for them. It was pretty poor, so I let that roll play out. Naz, it's technically your turn. The whistles are getting louder.
You might want to get down from there.
Yeah,
People tend to look at you funny when you're flying.
I kind of maneuver myself back down to the ground about right here. And put up my gun.
Okay. Makoto, anything?
I mean, if you didn't hear that, I dismissed my weapon. I'm dismissing my weapon. Yeah, I figured it was okay to do it out of turn because it doesn't require an action.
No problem. If you want to do anything, just let me know, Makoto. Hal, it is now your turn. We're just gonna finish up this combat round.
From the arm lock, Hal's just gonna like sweep the legs and pin him on the ground.
Okay. Make me another grapple check.
Okay. Athletics. That's not right on the drive. Ah.
One second. Yeah, he does not perform any sort of escape on your grasp.
And then, so yeah, that's my action. And then I'm just gonna like hold him.
Okay,
wait for the guards.
Shizuka's just going to put her wand away. And then just like sit there and just like stand there with her arms crossed. Like, yeah, she's just waiting.
Okay. Isao, any other final action?
No, I think I'll just unload my crossbow and sit down.
Okay. This bandit is Petrovich.
Petrovich
Final.
will... What was that?
Sorry, final action.
Oh yeah. Petrovich isn't going to sheath his sword and keep it pointed at the neck of the bandit in front of him.
Okay.
Says you will not move an inch. And that's it.
Alright, so we are now out of combat. Or are we?
The guards roll up, immediately draw swords. Oh, wait.
Ominous thunder.
Alright, so the whistles get louder and louder as several individuals will move down this street side. If there's a way I can select everybody all at once.
In the like interim minute or so, Hal would have like tied up the arms behind the thing's back.
Do you have rope?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
If not, you can use my rope. I still have rope.
All right. So several of the city guards start to move in. Their swords and shields are out. They're also led by kind of an interesting individual. He is a tiefling. He seems to be holding something in his mouth as he walks up and kind of inspects the scene. He lets the soldiers move around and kind of surround the group here. Does anybody wish to get the first word?
Petrov will look up at them and says, "You took your time."
Well, there's many things that require my attention, but we'll get there. Would you like to describe what went down here?
These peasants were scuffling with that man over there. He'll point to the guy in front of the house.
Mhm.
As I was exiting from an investigation, I saw them and demanded they stopped, and they pulled their knives on me.
I see. So you're claiming self-defense.
Indeed.
He'll kind of walk over to the gentleman there to the north. And these bolts? Self-defense?
My companions are well armed.
Indeed.
These companions of yours, they look strange. They're not from the shadows.
Indeed. They're foreigners that, sorry, give me a sec here, I can't think of her name. They're foreigners that Miss Sandra picked up.
Bogatyr Petrovich, you said?
Bogatyr Petrovich is my name. Acting on orders from, Yosef.
I see. He'll kind of address the soldiers. Makava, clean up this mess. You lot. Come with me. And he seems to head in towards this establishment.
Petrovich will sheath his weapon and follow.
Hal will follow,
Okay.
Petrovich.
using his quarterstaff like it's a walking stick.
And Shizuka will also follow.
All right.
Makoto strolls in with his hands behind his head.
Like, no fucks given.
Yes, exactly.
Like I'm black, please don't shoot me.
No, that's hands above head.
Is
Wow.
Sal heading in?
Of course, of course.
And I guess I'll bring up the rear, walking in backwards and giving a small bow to the guards as I head inside. Still playing, by the way.
They pay you no mind. They're pretty rough with these ne'er-do-wells, these criminals, these gangsters.
Wow.
As you
Rough
guys
crowd.
enter into the bar, there's a few patrons here. But as soon as they catch sight of this gentleman, they kind of quickly pay their tabs and leave this establishment. It's some sort of pub. The barkeep kind of looks. He's kind of mid washing a mug. Looks up, catches eyes with this guy. He almost drops the mug as he kind of tumbles it and catches it at the last second. But he looks around and heads into the back. This mysterious gentleman walks right up to the bar, kind of puts his leg up and over, and helps himself.
Interesting reactions.
What are we drinking? He pulls down some glasses. Come, sit, talk.
I pull out a weird-looking ceramic jar, shout, "Beer!" And I start pouring beer out of my jar into the glasses.
You took it.
You took his jar of beer?
No, I know what fucking item that is. That's amazing.
Alchemy jug, dude. It's a great one.
That's fucking great.
Like I said, I made this character specifically to have fun.
Hal will sit down at a table.
I like the way he's thinking. I would like a beer as well.
I pour more beer out of it
Okay.
into your glass.
This character is pouring some of the more finer spirits, and it's free to partake for anyone. At least it appears to be. So, is this the lot? He's speaking to Petrovich at the moment. Is this the lot that? Rumor is there was a kerfuffle at the Tenyo.
I was told this is them.
And how did you get mixed in with this?
I am investigating the current troubles of the house. Sorry, God,
Asul
my notes. House is stool.
and Ojanic. I see. Does this have something to do with the Brotherhood of Midnight?
So the name has spread this far, has it?
There's not much that misses my eyes and my ears.
Might I know who you are?
How rude of me. My name is Consul Andrei Grishenko.
Consul Andre. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I'll put that in party chat.
Hal is just looking back and forth between the two of them as they talk.
So is Shizuka.
And drinking.
Yeah, those, again, would assume Consul is some sort of title? I see, I see. First night here and already a murder. You know we can't have that in our streets. I won't allow that.
I would not have murdered him if he did not pull his knife on me.
You know the law.
Am I not allowed to defend myself now?
You're more than capable of defending yourself and keeping them alive.
Nah.
But enough out of you. I want to hear from them.
Oh, you best watch your tongues, newcomers.
Yes, yes. If I wanted your opinion, I'd have asked Yosef.
I hold up my ceramic jug to go, more beer?
Anyone more intelligent wish to speak?
Say, hey, I'm probably the smartest one at this table.
Yes,
I will.
sure.
Shizuka will speak up. I will attempt to entertain your questions, sir.
How did you come by the city?
Well, as I've explained to the council themselves, this was mostly due to a magical device mishap.
Yes, it's always
We have no
something
idea.
else, isn't it? He kind of wraps his fingers along the bar.
We're not entirely sure how we came to be here. In this city.
Ah, the first true answer I've heard all night.
There was a device, it seemed to go haywire, and suddenly we were here.
I see. Well, again, I cannot have murders going on out in the streets. I suggest you behave yourselves. You are under my watch now. If you are up to no good, I will find out. You will be jailed. Or perhaps worse.
Duly noted.
Good, I'm glad we could come to an understanding. Now get out.
I was leaving anyways. Petrovich says this man. Let's go.
Very well.
All right. You guys left the bar. I know there's a lot to take in, but what do you guys think that you should do?
After we're out of the bar, Makoto's just gonna glance towards Petrovich. So what's his problem?
He is a big fish down here, is how it's said. Do not let him get to you too much, but try not to make him too angry. I can only do so much to help you.
Alright.
Oh boy, we're being led around by another Kosui. Lovely.
I do not know who this Kosui is.
It's good that you don't.
That's a very long story. Perhaps
Yeah.
another time. For now, we were told that we would be able to be accommodated in the residence for the evening, at least, until we can.
At Zendra's?
Yeah.
I would not let them see you enter that house. It might cause problems for Miss Zendra.
Then we shall.
Is there any inn that will be willing to accommodate us?
You could always just wait for a while until the guards leave. They'll be gone in about an hour or so, I would guess.
Let's take a lap around the block, get a lay of the land, see what's around, and Come back when the guards have departed.
A wise idea. I must report back to my order. I will see you in the morning.
All right.
Very well.
Petrovich heads out, parts ways. You guys meander around the streets for a little while. It won't take an hour for them to clean up. They the city watch, the Merkava, are notoriously efficient when it comes to these sorts of matters. As you're stumbling around, it is dark, it is raining, but you'll kind of pick out little things, little odd things even. As you're moving about, some of the kind of script and design almost reminds you a little bit of home. It is different, but there are little things, like little things from your guys' home culture that seem to stick out here. You'll find little shops. Most of it is residential, but you'll find little shops here and there, little sundry stores, clothing, etc. You guys do your rounds, head back to Zendra's place, and yeah, the Merkava are gone.
Oh, they.
I'm really not liking this place.
Neither am I.
Well, until we can find passage home, we're a bit stuck here.
We could walk home. It's not that far.
And how long would that take?
Speaking from experience, Asao?
It only took me a few years.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, no, that'll be fine.
I'm sure we'll find plenty of inns for some money out.
Well, as long as they take dragons.
Well, she mentioned that in the morning we can go to
The
money
magistrate?
changer, a magistrate, and possibly change our money for the local currency.
That is correct.
So
Also, that term that I hazard to say companion, that title as Bogadier, was it?
Yeah.
Is that like a constable or official?
we can ask him tomorrow when he comes back.
I mean, it sounds like he carries some kind of authority despite being freelance, because it didn't seem associated with the guard.
True.
You could always ask the girl your house you're staying at.
But we're not staying at her house right now.
Shut up, Meta Pigeon.
And like Shizuku will actually just like hold on to her holy symbol that she kept when she was still a cleric. Like she'll just hold on to it and like slightly pray for like, strength. And
Mikoto just kind of nudges Shizuka, just like, might want to keep that. At least.
No, it's in her pocket.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Does anybody serve rice here?
This late at night, you could probably find it, but give me an investigate.
Don't we have our magical bag of rice?
You do.
But we don't have a place to cook it.
Well,
you don't need to.
Food. So animal food.
Also, I can cook it.
It's magical. You don't have to.
I'm just saying, even if we did have to cook it.
Ah, fair enough.
Magic, guys. I can cook it.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
It's okay.
we've got heat metal and stuff. We just have to put water in a metal pot and then heat metal.
You could just use prestidigitation.
Wait, that
It's
cooks?
okay.
I thought that only cleans. What else does it
I
do?
wanted to go out, see if we could, see if one of the,
Scout around.
might alight onto something and put a little shrine in this wayward place.
The shrine?
A Yokishiro,
Oh.
That sounds like a good idea. I'll go with you.
I'll follow. I'm quite curious.
I don't know if we should travel in too large of a group, but there are only 5 of us. 6 of us. So.
I was just saying, maybe just me and Asao, since we can operate under cover of darkness.
Small groups are probably better.
Alright.
But not too small. Make sure not to get separated. For now, I don't think any of us should wander off on our own. Could be dangerous.
Yeah, I've been in the city like this once before. Not gonna
So
recommend.
no one goes alone. Teams of 2 at the smallest.
Yeah.
Then I'll admit I'm not quite used to such a city like this.
Neither am I.
Okay, so it sounds like most people want to go out and investigate. We'll say the 6 party. Let's do everybody make investigate rolls, and half the party has to succeed, and we'll see what kind of information you guys come up with.
Oh,
All right. First of all, I will nomadic.
Okay.
Yeah, it did all of it. A ton. That was weird. Okay. And that will be the investigation skill. Let me just. Am I
All right,
right?
you don't have to spin it, Richado.
How do you spin the dice?
Even the DM does not know. I'm sure it's just a Google away.
I did Google.
Okay, so
There are some. Good.
DC was 17, so I think more than half the party made it. I see at least 4, so.
I say, I definitely made it. We finally have an intelligence-based character.
Right?
Oh, you mean Asao? No, just kidding.
Oh, burn.
Damn.
All right. So as you guys were investigating, we're gonna say just for the time frame that you were doing, you're kind of investigating what they've been calling the shadows. You're gonna learn some facts about your surrounding. So off to it would be cardinally west side of town. The shadows stop as it is like a plateau face. However, inside this plateau, there are many caves that seem to go in, tracks leading out, metal and wood carts that seem to be zooming in and around, carrying ore and precious minerals, things of that nature. You will see a lot of, for a lack of better term, slaves working the mines, that sort of thing. You know, it's kind of tangentially connected to the docks that are here. So the smell of the sea and salt, fishmongers, that sort of thing, crates, barrels. Looks like they do possibly trade with somebody, don't really know. Another thing that you will notice above you is this kind of man-made shelf made of wood and metal. Up above you is where the city proper lies. It is obviously segregated from the rest of kind of the downcast society here. Let's see. Other things that you will pick up. Merkava is the general word for city watch. You know that they have their own rank system and that kind of thing. You'll see some of the guards. They're not just all foot soldiers. They have, you know, captains and leaders and that sort of thing. Apparently, there's flash powder in this city, which might take a little bit of getting used to the characters. What else? Not much of any religious iconography down here. Okay, so here's what I would like to do for the last 20 minutes or so. It's session 1. There is a lot of information that just kind of gets regurgitated out, and I feel like we should capitalize on that a little bit. So let's step out of character a little bit, and if you guys have questions, things that came up, if your character would know the answer, I'm more than happy to elaborate on what your character would know. Again, a lot was thrown at you very quickly.
Yeah, I've got a really big question. What the fuck
Uh-oh.
was I working on?
Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get much of a chance to connect beforehand. You were hired to investigate kind of the inner workings. It seemed to be part of the structure of the Mage's Tower. The Spire of Endless Thought is what it's called there in Chacon. Basically, the wizard's tower.
What was I brought in there to do then?
Just
I'm assuming it's part of a job.
Yeah, to investigate, see if you can't assist in figuring it out. Unfortunately, you didn't get a whole lot of time to investigate, as it miraculously, and probably for the only recorded time, activated.
Oh.
Both worked and failed.
I was going to say, because I get all sorts of bonuses to figuring that kind of stuff out.
That you do. So, your character would also notice one other thing. And I, as a DM, I'm going to retcon just a little bit because I did forget to mention it in the plethora of just bleh.
Yeah.
As you guys left the sanctum there of the Tenyo, we'll cover that term in a little bit, it is actually another tree. It is very similar to the one in Chacon.
Okay, so it's two ends of like a teleport platform, basically.
Possibly.
So fast travel, an ancient fast travel system, possibly.
Ooh,
I have a question. How much money did we each get?
I was about to ask that.
200 gold.
Ooh,
Nice.
Are you going to add that to us with parcel, or do we need
If
to?
I
update
add
that
it to the
manually?
parcel now, it will split evenly amongst all 7 party members.
So do it manually. Got it.
Yes.
Done.
Those who started in Chacon, or not Chacon, in Tantibus, and Naz, since you are a new character, will work on your starting gold too and make it comparable.
Okay.
Also, you're pretty much missing any sort of magical items. So sometime this week, whenever you get a chance, I'm almost always free to DM. We'll hash out some stuff and try to get it as fair to the rest of the party as we can. That goes for Petrovich as well.
Cool.
Easy day.
I also brought up the term Tenyo. Isao would know just a little bit. Isao and Petrovich would know a little bit of this term. The Tenyo is the formal title of the council. Tenyo also is not it's obvious it is not an inherently native Tantibinian word. It sounds very similar to that of Western Valoris, where you're from.
I did notice that.
I have no way of making the long O sound, so.
Get an umlaut. Come on.
Oh, you need
That would be the closest in Romaji.
You need for your soundboard thingy, dramatic bump bump bump.
God.
Oh, right.
All that makes me think of is frickin' Warframe.
What?
yeah,
Tenno?
Tenno.
I
Yeah.
saw that. Oh,
I was starting to think that as well, and I'm like, oh god damn it.
oh
my
God,
God.
the Lotus is gonna come down and start bitching at me.
DM likes to pull the
Fucking
Square
traitor ass
Enix
space mom.
and grab real world words that mean things and throw them in the campaign.
I don't like that game at all.
I love the game.
And it's just grinding.
Yeah, that's why I don't like it.
I also highly recommend. I see that you guys went buck wild with the notes. That makes me happy.
I'm also keeping my own notes just because my brain.
Oh, whoever did that party items one, I can't edit it.
You can't edit any
give me-
party shared stuff. Oh, you can click the unlock button on it. Whoever
Yeah,
created it, click the
give
unlock
me a
button.
sec. Working on it.
We literally have a party sheet.
Yeah, but it wasn't letting me add like items to it.
Yeah, I can't
DM
do
No,
probably
that's
needs
for
to do it.
parcel items. That's for.
Try now.
So, DM,
Yeah.
Nope.
how like in universe was my character's like confidence in his order?
So for the next, this is one of the things I was going to bring up.
I can't understand you at all.
Why not?
Try it now.
You got super quiet and
Very
robotic.
quiet.
That's so weird.
Maybe it has something to do with the soundbot.
It could be.
It's like what was happening with the wind, which, to be fair, sounded really cool. Like you were getting further and further away.
As we were being teleported.
Like that sounded awesome.
If only it was intentional.
So, yeah,
There.
now it went back. There's something going on with my audio. I'll work on getting that fixed. I think it's actually a hardware issue or software.
It still says read only on our end, so I just want to point out that porcelain mask, Fox Person Lady, has a name.
Fair enough.
I lost my
Names
train
are
of thought.
hard.
What was I talking about? Oh, Petrovich, I think you did an exceptional job, especially just kind of coming into this. I literally gave you like 4 or 5 lines of things. You went wild with it. Take inspiration for the next game. That was fantastic.
Nice.
Any other questions for me?
No, not really.
With the story thing, is that stuff that the DM has to put in for
Oh, actually, I was
like
going
a
to ask
story
you
so
about
far?
that. Are we going to use the story quest and encounters tables that are built into this, or should I just take those off my buttons?
I don't think that I intend to use the story one.
But the other 2, yes?
As far as encounters, I did an encounter tonight.
We just must
No,
not be able
I
to
think he's
see
talking
it.
about the NPCs thing.
No, there's an encounters button, and mine's empty.
What? You should not have the encounters thing. You should, by default. I think you're on GM mode.
Turning things on and off. You as a player should not need the encounter.
Okay. I'll just take that off.
Still nothing on the weather.
He's
Oh
working
my
on
god.
Yeah, I just don't know how to do parcel items. And how much gold did you say we ended up with total for like
200.
party fund? Oh, I meant party.
Like you want a total that you have right now?
Like to put into the party parcel.
That's no,
Or
the
was
it automatically tabulates all of our totals.
Ah.
So there's no reason to have a party fund anymore.
Not
Okay.
really. I can see every item that you have. Every bit of
like
money.
like when the GM opens the party sheet, he can see how much gold everyone has and then a total gold.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
He cannot. The parcel thing is so the GM can distribute items to the party without them having to edit shit in manually.
That's correct.
Oh, that's nice.
So, like for example, all the gold that was in our party fund, he split it off to everyone in the party, except for that 6 gold because it didn't divide evenly.
That's correct. It just kind of hangs there.
Yeah. So that's the party fund. That's 6 gold. And I'll just split evenly amongst the party once more gets added to it, and it actually divides evenly.
That's cool. Where does that show up? Or do I just like
Where does what show up?
the like gold that we have? Or am I just like manually entering? I'm confused.
You're wanting to add the 200 gold to your character?
Yeah, do I just do that manually? Or...
Just do that manually.
This time you will, yes.
Okay.
From here on, though, Athrun should be able to just distribute it to all of her
Okay.
characters.
Correct.
And what should I write that as?
GP.
Yeah, leave it as
GP.
GP.
Okay.
Because if you guys start changing that, it keeps track of it. So we could have like 14 chickens and whatever, and it's
it could be like
retarded.
it's like the party has 1,700 GP and 300 dragons because one person decided to be different.
Yeah.
Fair. And since we're about to change our money out,
I'm assuming 1-to-1 exchange rate for convenience sake.
It is, and then I will be using the monetary terms from the Waterdeep book.
Oh God, we have to track Electrum now.
Oh,
Not
great.
kidding.
It's still going to convert to gold, silver, that sort of thing. We're going back to the individual coin systems.
So 10 gold to a platinum.
It'll be the base 10 system, yeah.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna leave it as gold because I noticed that our carry weight doesn't get kicked up from money anymore.
I have that turned off.
Yeah, I appreciate that. 'Cause that was kind of
at some point when it gets ridiculous, then we'll start dealing with
I
that.
can't carry my house around with me, but
Right. You guys aren't Casey
I was
Jones.
gonna say,
You don't have a duffel bag full of weapons.
Out of character, I'm rocking a bag of holding. If carry weight like that becomes an issue, just chuck it in there.
Yeah, even those have max weights though.
It's 450 pounds.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
If you're carrying around 450 pounds worth of money, it's time to buy a house.
If I remember correctly, that's like 45,000 gold.
Yep.
Well, 45,000 specifically coins, because I think all coins are considered the same weight. So if you convert it all to platinum, you can carry around 450,000 gold worth of platinum.
Any like story lore based questions that you as a player might have, just to get a better grounding? I think for the most part, most of it got through.
I think Makoto would at some point ask Isao about that mark.
That's between
Wait,
y'all.
is it?
Yeah. Next session.
So is a sow still a sow?
Yes.
Okay.
In
Got it.
I'm
regards-
assuming he's had that mark the whole time. We just never saw it because he's got his collar up all the time.
Yeah. So I actually had a question.
Okay.
In regards to like the religion of like this area, when Shizuka like did her prayer, did she, even though she's not as attuned to, the religion as she is normally, could she still feel at least some form of presence or religious presence in the city?
Okay, so that's a personal connection between you and your god. You don't feel that. You don't feel one way or the other like it's changed.
Okay.
I assume you were praying to Susanoo.
That to both Susanoo and Inari.
Okay. I just figured I'd ask. I mean, even if it's been a year, you don't get you don't really change. No one changes fates that quickly.
That fast, yeah.
Especially not when both deities in question were helping us out a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not like location would make a big difference. There's not some anti god shit.
This isn't Order of the Stick where the gods have an agreement not to interfere in each other's lands.
That's my territory. Now, religion could very much play an important role in this campaign, but your characters really don't know anything about it aside from those from Tantibus.
All right. Thank you.
I gotta leave. Yeah, absolutely. I gotta leave some for mystery. As far as threads, you guys should have a few things that you can start pulling on.
So we got the murder thing to go pulling on.
That's one.
I don't trust the head of the guard.
I don't trust anyone in this city.
I mean, that's true, but that guy especially. I think it's the hat. I don't like his hat.
He was not dressed like Merkava, but they seem to take his orders.
I'd like to point out last fucking act, we had a guy who acted like Arden. Now we've got one who looks like Arden.
Maybe the DM's just fucking with you.
So I actually do have a question. While we were out and about during the night, could Hal have picked up some like, kind of like a cloak and some robes that would like help him blend in a little better? So like local clothing.
This late at night, you probably have a little trouble. You could identify some shops that maybe you could visit in the morning. One thing that is going to be, it's already been told to your characters, you might have a little trouble with your current currency.
Okay. Can I, just to save time for next session?
Yeah, go ahead and prep
that. I do that.
I have a question. How is what guilds are in the city?
You don't really know. That's one thing to discover. You would assume just from not knowing Jack that there's probably some sort of guild that takes care of the slaves. There's probably a guild that takes care of the port. There's probably some other sort of mercantile guild. You would assume that there's in every city there's some sort of assassins, thieves, that sort of kind of guild.
Criminal underworld.
Yeah.
I'll say, yeah, I'm more thinking because my background is a guild artisan. I'm a member of the Tinkers Guild. See if I could find that kind of thing in the city.
Yeah, absolutely. I like when players have ambition, so we'll make that happen.
Honestly, I'm really disappointed with how annoying crafting is in 5th edition.
Crafting is god awful terrible.
3.5, it's better, but not.
No, it's not.
It's more complicated, but it was like.
No,
you like the house rules that Buren made for crafting. You don't like the base crafting rules.
It's
5th ed crafting it takes exponentially longer than is worth. Like when you're talking about, especially magic items, when you're talking about crafting even like an uncommon item, that
it
basically
takes like a month.
200 days for an uncommon.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's the difference between 5th edition and 3.5. Like a common or uncommon is like a day or two in 3.5.
Yeah.
Because it's a day per 1,000 gold.
But you in 3.5, you also have to expend experience points to craft magical items.
Yeah, that's true.
So there is a trade-off.
Yeah, it is.
And I figured out why we couldn't use the combat tracker. That is now fixed. Apparently, by default, it does not put characters as hostile or anything. So you guys couldn't.
You didn't mark them as hostile. Okay.
Right.
You should mark
my
everything as hostile.
Well, I'll just know that going into an encounter now. So
you should honestly assume we're going to attack anything and everything.
It's not
true. I was actually really disappointed combat did not go for one more round. Because I was going to go do something really fun and stupid.
I had set a predetermined number of rounds before the guards would have interfered.
Well, damn.
Which was technically one more. Which is why we went through that last kind of faux round of combat.
Right. Gotcha. Because, yeah, the actual reason I took the alchemy jug is in the DM's manual, one of the listed liquids that you can name and pour is 2 gallons of mayonnaise.
I fucking
yep.
And I would say I don't know if any of you guys have a chemistry background, but mayonnaise, when you light it on fire, produces like 41, 42 megajoules per second of energy. For reference, kerosene's 43 megajoules.
Okay, the thing about that is it burns slowly. So it's a lot of energy per second, but like it's difficult to ignite.
It's a grease. It's got a high flash.
It's a grease fire.
Yeah.
But it's straight up a grease fire.
For those
That's literally what
characters
it is.
still in Fantasy Grounds, can you just mess with some targeting for me, just to make sure it works?
I already dropped, unfortunately.
You're fine. There's still 5 others.
I
Give me
got
1
it.
second.
Same map.
Yeah, I see Richado already targeted somebody. Great.
Oh.
The other thing
That was
you
the
can
issue.
do
Fixed.
is like of the equivalent of a flask of oil, which also burns very well, and is something that the DM doesn't have to figure out what the fuck to do with.
Well, I was gonna say because my flashpoint for mayonnaise is still 400 degrees Fahrenheit, which that's easily done with any fire source.
That's true. Well, with a fire spell, at least.
Well, my plan was to dump 2 gallons of mayonnaise on someone's head and then drop an alchemist
That
I
would-
flash on
mean,
them.
you could have just had me light it on fire. I can do
I
that.
mean, honestly, or you just drop the mayonnaise and leave them alone, covered in mayonnaise.
Depending on how Apron rolls it, that could a 1 square grease spell.
Yeah.
And I'm honestly just a little disappointed that none of my spells went wild.
They did.
They did. Wasn't that sheep thing?
Who'd you
Wait, so-
polymorph?
Yeah, your wand made a meh sound.
Who'd you
So-
polymorph?
It didn't go into effect. It just made that sound, and then that Kenku, when you dispelled its magic, just looked at you kind of confused and made the exact same sound.
Oh,
other
I
words,
thought.
Oh, the wild magic was just making the sheep sound.
Correct.
Yeah.
I thought I was actually gonna say, did it cast fucking Druidcraft?
I have a wild magic story for you guys. This is how our cleric got permakilled.
Oh god.
So this was in an Underdark campaign, and throughout the whole campaign, we keep running into this like magical fog stuff, and it always interacts with magic very strangely. Well, one of the magical fogs that we walked in with, its effect was every time you cast a spell, you have to roll on the wild magic table.
Nice.
And so our cleric ran up, got some, I don't remember what we were fighting at the time, but got something's attention, and then tried to cast a spell in melee. I think it was a touch attack of some kind.
Fireball itself, right?
Nope. Turned himself into a potted plant.
Oh yeah, that's
no.
the standard wild
And-
magic table.
Yep. And then the very next turn, the enemy that he'd, gone up to fight just stepped and crushed the potted plant.
Oh
Did he
no.
say, oh
Okay.
no, not again.
So, no, it gets better. So we're like, whatever. We've already been shown several ways to bring people back, even though it's always with the caveat of something will be missing when you bring them back. But we're like, that's fine. So we used his dead potted plant party to start lobbing into rooms to check for traps.
Oh my god.
And we did that in one room, which rustled a lich type monster that came up, and one of his abilities was anything that's dead around him, he can pull out their spirit and make their spirit into a white. And within the actual rules is the only way to release the soul is to kill the caster, but when the caster goes, the soul's gone forever. So we killed the lich thing, his soul disappeared, and we're like, wow, we can't even res you now.
Well,
That's
because
fucking amazing. We just perma-killed you by throwing your potted plant ass down steps.
Awesome.
I'm pretty sure that just in general, if you get turned into an undead, you can't get rezzed, right? Or like not with,
I don't know.
or like you need true resurrection or something.